everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine, this is Leah Sees Movies, and we are back with the next episode of Young Justice. So last week we were introduced to two new characters, Katana and Metamorpho, and their loose affiliation to the Bat family. We got a little bit more information about the League of Shadows. We know that Cassandra Savage is training with them. I think someone said Cassandra Cain is in the show. She's Orphan, who sliced Clayface in half. So cool. I, wasn't right about what Cassandra was, but she is present in the show. Nailed it. Brione continued to be disappointing in training and then angry about how bad he sucks, unlike his soon-to-be probable girlfriend, Violet, who of course is wonderful and training and also is adorable. She has a new last name. Cheshire, really finally is like got rid of any claim to her daughter. Or at least she's saying she is. She's not coming back. She's done. She's leaving them to be better off without her. I don't believe her, but that's what she said. And, what else happened last episode? I don't remember any particular gory deaths. So that's an improvement, I guess. I know I said I was going to continue making up things I think are going to happen in this episode. And this one apparently is about Violet going to high school. So I think we're going to continue the lack of extremely gory deaths train, but just to be contrary, I'm gonna go ahead and say in this one, Violet is going to be hit by a bus. I don't want that to happen, but why not? It's not out of the realm of possibility with this show anymore, so that's my prediction for this episode. Let's go. All right, so with that with that Mean Girls ass prediction, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get started. Detroit again. Oh yeah, I totally forgot Cyborg in the last episode.
Vic, you're not allowed back here.
Hey, if my dad refuses to come home, I've got no choice but to go to him.
Fair point. Casey. If that's what causes a horrible accident is just because someone ran a door into a wire 2 times, like, duct tape it down. Just to prevent tripping.
I am sorry about that. Truly. But you won't need football scouts to get into college if you get your grades up.
I got a 4.0 GPA, which maybe you know if I was half as important to you as the dumb machines in this lab.
I will not talk to you while you are behaving in this way.
I mean, you don't talk to him at all, so...
This is my life you're ignoring.
It's when you've calmed yourself down, boy.
Boy? Now you're blaming me? At least look me in the eye if you're gonna...
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
It sucks being a teenager because you're just mad without the power to do anything about it. Oh my god, is this how it's...
Dad?
Well, I'm not a fan of that. I think, what is it, in the Justice League movie, it's like, I don't know, he got hit by a car or something, and it was like, oh, to save his life, I'm gonna do this crazy experiment on him. This is like the most high-tech lab entrusted with all kinds of money and secrets and alien technology, and just a door was pulled back and destroyed this thing. I think the Justice League needs to outsource their scientists somewhere else, because this is clearly the most low-budget establishment I've ever seen.
It's the first day of school. No flying at school, please. Forger. Zatanna created this just for you.
I wouldn't send Forager to school. Even if they deem him a youth by Earth standards,
So, is Forager glamorous now?
You needed a human name for school. I helped Artemis fill out the forms and pick the name I thought you would like. Fred Bug, with 2 G's.
That's cute. But also, why are they sending an alien beetle to school?
Isn't this wonderful, Brione?
Also, does Brione not need to go to school? He was 17, right?
Be careful about the boys. They only have one thing in their minds.
Thanks, Dad.
What one thing?
The thing I'm thinking about. I mean, I guess, yeah, Brione was 17. I guess he graduated.
All the other kids will have to like us.
They keep making Artemis a parent at every turn.
Over here! Dale, give me a hand!
Back to this low-budget establishment. Just
I'm fine.
built on a budget of 27 cents.
Victor,
We need help.
Where's Victor? He exploded! What do you mean, where's Victor? Your machine.
Come on, let's move that off him.
careful now.
Move it off, I'm just gonna... I swear I just saw Skull. I was correct. I saw Skull in
To get him to a hospital.
a hospital. And he's still alive? His eye is gone, his skull is exposed, his art's exposed, and he's still conscious? Doesn't the body just shut down? Like, don't you go into shock?
Told me aliens used it to heal their own. Scientist here, and the world's preeminent expert on alien technology. When I say
And not duct tape, apparently. Or just extension cords. What kind of... Like, his skin is ripped off. Also, I guess the father box reads minds, because he just, like, put it on top of him and was like, I hope it figures out what to do. And also, it heals aliens. So why would you think it would be, like, programmed to heal human beings? Like, why would it respond to our genetic code at all? Why would it know what a healed human looks like?
Let's give a happy harbor welcome to our new students. This is Violet Harper and Fred Bud?
Fred Bug with 2 G's will do whatever is necessary to ensure the safety and efficiency of the Happy Harbor High School Hive.
And I'm Violet. I just so happy to be here that I think it's making me sick.
Is she trying hard not to glow?
Okay, great to have you here. What?
Alright, those girls are hateful for no reason. I realize that they're like, yes, mean girls. But also, I would just be like, hey, she's kind of weird. I wouldn't be like, ugh, hate how happy they are to be here.
Just take your seat. All right, announcement.
She has blue hair. That means she's fun.
So you're Fred Bug with 2 G's. Got it. And she's
Violet Harper.
Violet Harper. There we go. My name's Harper Rowe.
Fred Bug with 2 G's and Violet Harper are very happy to meet Harper Rowe.
You can be our first friend.
There.
Oh, I'm gonna like you.
Maybe they're less annoying when you already know them, but that's real aggressive as a first impression.
This is insane. There's no heart or brain function. Vic's gone. We've got to stop this thing before it finishes doing whatever it's doing.
Wait. Just wait.
How did you get an EKG on him? Wouldn't you just be putting it on top of the metal? Yo, that is gnarly. Also very interesting that he's made out of father box and not mother. Also, my other prediction was wrong because I was like, oh, they showed us Cyborg, but they're gonna like wait an episode or two to like Cyborg him up, because of course they will. And at every turn, I am wrong again. So I'm just making BS predictions now, because when I really try, it doesn't work.
There, you see?
And I have a pathological fear of failure. Oh, that's a really ominous heartbeat. If that man doesn't get another damn shirt, I would drug him with kryptonite and drag him to like a Forever 21. I don't even care. We're going to H&M. We're going to a thrift shop. He has the same shirt for 6 years. It's weird. Brione about to do some stupid shit.
Access
Stupid
denied.
Take me to Santa Prisca.
There was nothing to tell until now. That's why I'm here. Your sister Tara was on Santa Prisca, but has since been shipped elsewhere. We're trying to track her now.
So she was there. And
If
you're
you'd let me,
doing
we
this
could have.
to
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's
I knew where that was going.
Do not turn your back on me!
Or what? First of all, you suck at training, so. Also, I wouldn't get too touchy. He's still very hot. Or at least he could be, yeah. Well, now he is.
So what's your next move? Roast me alive for suggesting you exercise patience?
Patience!
Tiny little butt. They should have just gone for like a a smooth back there because that was very distracting.
Sing the same song of patience. Where did all that patience get any of us?
Well, it's not getting you through training, so.
You've been online every day, every hour, obsessively following your brother's every move.
You hacked my phone?
I didn't have to hack your phone. You literally just do this all day. It's either that or fanfic. Like,
Looking back at what he's lost, or a man looking forward to what he might become.
I'm 19, so obviously I have a wealth of knowledge about the real world. Blah, blah, blah. I know he actually does, and it's like, wisdom is not tied to age, but objectively, he's 19, and that's very funny. I love that they blew up a part of this lab and only 4 people came to check what's going on.
Vic, can you hear me? Are you all right?
Obviously, we haven't gotten to see the full look yet, but I already support it more than the Justice League Zack Snyder version, where for some reason Cyborg has the most snatched waist I've ever seen. He looks like the Terminator after he gets melted, where it's just skeleton.
How will Happy Harbor teenagers learn about Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's if Violet Harper and Fred Bug with 2 G's do not interact?
See, Forager saying Forager is Forager is cute. Fred Bug with 2 G's? Too much. It's too long. Don't repeat it like that.
But Fred Bug with 2 G's must look like a freak.
Of course you're freaks. But that's a good thing. All those jerks in the cafeteria are cliquey high school cliche.
And you're not?
Victor, there was a...
Okay, the red lighting does make him look a bit more ominous.
What have you done to me? You ruined me. Murdered my future. Now, I'll murder yours.
Uh-oh.
Victor, wait!
Stick time.
I think I'm crushing it.
Okay, you just saw him, like, throw a grown man. Why are you, like, punch it? I'll get him. If he just straight murders his own dad right now...
You know, you don't have to say with 2 G's every time.
Fred Bug with 2 G's can just be Fred Bug?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Violet Harper?
Violet Harper is gonna be turning all kinds of colors soon.
Oh, Violet Harper is indigo.
That's a new one.
There you go. I mean, if you don't know what your power does... Oh!
Violet Harper opened a boom tube.
I was saying Violet was connected to a hamster ball in New Genesis. Father Box got activated when it merged with Victor. And it set her off somehow. So she can communicate... Yep! She can communicate with hamster ball. She can communicate with Father Boxes. I don't know who she is, but...
What kind of abomination are you?
Okay, whatever she is, the Father Boxes do not like her. Ooh, okay. Oh! I was saying she was gonna get hit by a car this episode. Is Victor's the car? You're like the same shade of indigo.
I think I know what I'm supposed to do.
I think I cleansed you.
Cleansed? Yeah, something like that.
I think my work here is done.
I'm just gonna go.
Those prosthetics are the only thing keeping you alive. I don't know exactly how it works, but together we can learn.
I can study you.
Love that. I'd be your latest lab experiment.
You'd get to bond. Kind of.
Turn me into a freak!
You are not
But you're
a
not
freak,
dead.
Victor.
Not a freak? You think I could go back to school like this? You think they'll let me catch a football with this thing?
If they say you can't, you can say it's ableist. It's prosthetic. A very, very fancy one.
I'm a freak, but that's a good thing.
Wait, can I go with you?
I suppose so.
She's like, yeah, bro, we're taking in strays. I mean, Artemis is not gonna be happy with me, but sure.
Safer here with me.
But you're not. I need to leave before I do something that we both...
That's the Father Box talking, not you, son.
He's like, nah, I was ready to beat your ass when I came in the first time. Fully human.
That was your Father Box, but the anger. That's on mine. I don't want to be anywhere near you right now.
So this random girl who walked through a portal, that's the bestie now. More angry teenagers. Woo! They're like, we only know how to write one type. And like Wally impulse types. I brought someone new. Surprise, can he live with us?
Yes, I feel much better, Fred.
Violet, what's going on? And who is this?
He's just like, football field. My beloved football field. I mean, I think he'd be great at football, so. If this is going to be the transitional episode where Brione learns to not be angry all the time, so they're like, new angry teenager. Swap him out, swap him out, swap him out.
I wasn't, but moving forward, I think I will be.
Exactly. See? Alright, when Cyborg like enters therapy or whatever and he's like cool now, who's gonna be our new angry character? Taking bets. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Who's really angry in comics? We could do like Raven, have like a kind of angry girl, switch it up. It's equality, but I don't know if angry is really the word for her. She kind of has to be unemotional, but you know, a broody teen. We still like that would still work. I'm gonna say Raven. That's gonna be our switch out to our next angry character when we've gone through Victor's arc. Calling it now. I just want to say I was told this episode was and I heavily disagree. Actually, I think I enjoyed this one more than last one. Like the last one had like plot narrative important things and like, oh, here's a little bit on Tara, here's a little bit on Cassandra Savage, here's what people are going, here's some new teammates. But like this one was fun, not just, well, I mean Cyborg obviously, hell yeah, you know, getting our Cyborg origin, getting him with the father box, him going briefly into a murderous rage, always into that. Violet getting a new power, which I think completes the set. I will say these people have a great eye for color to be like, Violet, you're turning indigo. Like, I don't know if that would be my first thing if I saw someone turn into a color, unless I was already thinking of like Roy G. Biv. Otherwise, I think I would have been like, you're purple. But, you know, maybe Forager is like one of those shrimp and he sees in like 3,000 colors or whatever. The high school bit was cute. I mean, we're all freaks here. Like, that's a nice message for kids who nominally are the target audience of the show, despite all of the bloody gruesome murder and the literal beating heart that we could see on screen while this poor child was crying in what I can only assume was just unending agony. So, cool. But a little something for the kids, being a freak is okay. And that girl had purple hair, which means she's gonna be someone important probably, or she's just a cool alternative girl. But generally I don't think anyone is just a like there's very rarely are there just characters that our mains become friends with who don't end up becoming supers later. Or like super affiliated, like that one guy who keeps hanging out with McGann, who I frankly keep forgetting exists until I see him, and then I'm like, that guy. And that's really all I remember about him, that guy. Which is, I think, why all the characters we meet are supers, because once there's just like regular civilians, and oh my god, Gizmo. Regular civilians are mostly boring. I think it'd be very fun if we just completely kill the Brione and Violet ship right now and just swap out Cyborg. Yes? Yes? I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm also going to dislike Cyborg in this version. That is possible, and I should not use my pre-existing bias to mean that I'm automatically going to love him. But historically I will, so... And I just think that's really, like, think about how cute that could be. Like, she has some weird mystical alien connection to you know, Mother Boxes, Father Boxes, New Genesis, Apocalypse, whatever the hell she is. He's now part Father Box. The Father Box seems to hate her, but she healed him. Like, come on. Is that not romance? Like, is that not a beautiful love story? I just think we should consider it. And Artemis doesn't have any room for these people in their house. Artemis and Superboy. who refuses to buy another damn shirt. It's fine, I'm over it. It's like, this is an episode that could really be summed up in like 2 sentences, but I just emotionally was so engaged with this one. Except, I mean, I was less engaged with the high school stuff, to be fair, but like everything with Cyborg I was in. Obviously Violet was like not feeling well the whole time, they were building up to it, and then just, it's so satisfying though, because they draw it out enough that once you get that connection to the father box and Violet, with all of the existing connections we've seen her have with Hamster Ball, just that like, of course, they were calling each other. She was, you know, she felt a disturbance in the force because of the father box, which is going to lead us further into her connection with these, you know, these technologies, these like semi-sentient alien whatevers. And I mean, I realize why Victor doesn't want to talk to his dad, because he's not a great parent. But I feel like he's gonna call the League and say, hey, well, he should. It'd be bad if he didn't. If he called the League and was like, so there was a thing. I didn't tell y'all, my lab was built out of plywood and dreams, and it blew up, and my son almost died, so I just shoved a father box into his, literally onto his beating heart, like I could see it, and it turned him into a thing, and he was briefly murderous, and then a girl walked out of a portal and took him. And he cleansed him though, so he's not killing anyone, probably. And I don't know where he is, and I don't know who she was. Help. And I hope that's exactly the message he sends the League, like word for word. And then they're like, hey, has anyone seen a glowing girl? And they're like, oh yeah, she's in high school now, her name's Violet. And then everyone's just like, I guess we have a father box person, and everyone's cool. I don't know what the resolution of that should be. I like the game of telephone that I'm imagining in my brain, where we get to the point where everyone figures out this connection between them. But also, if they figure out the connection, they're gonna be like, hey, we need to put Violet around more Apocalypse and/or New Genesis technology, because something is happening with that. And Silas is allegedly the foremost expert, but he didn't seem to be doing a very good job, so I don't even think he'd be that helpful. Alright, I think I'm gonna keep this one short only because I really do feel like the reactions you saw are how I feel. Like, I don't have that too much to analyze. I'm just like, that was a good time, and that was bold. It got my energy up. I'm like all excited for these characters and where they're gonna go from here. Halo did not get hit by a car, so, you know, 0 out of 0 still for the wild predictions I pull out my ass, but I had a really good time with this one. Oh yeah, and Brione is like finding his inner peace or whatever. I forgot about that, but like, who really cares? I really want to see where we go. Are we finally going to get the real Violet backstory? Not just Karaki refugee backstory, but whatever alien existence that she previously lived. Is she the child of an alien? Is she just in the form of a human being? Was her because it can't just be like a metagene thing, because there's not a metagene that predisposes you to speaking alien languages. Like, that's not a thing. It wouldn't cause you to respond to that. I mean, there's a techno power, but I don't think it would really work. Like, if she had a techno power, it would be for all technology, not just Apocalypse New Genesis technology. So I think the easiest theory is that she is in fact an alien, and if she is, I'm waiting for that origin story to be unlocked. So that is what I want next episode. If I get anything else, I will most likely be very upset. Like, it might be a good episode, but I'll be mad about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go manifest this. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. All those good things that make me very, very happy. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I so really, really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!